If you are joining us from Arizona, then that's a miracle. And if you're joining us from anywhere else, then obviously, you know, it's going to be fun, isn't it? You can see my face today because I think it's nice sometimes when you can see somebody's face. It's important. I have discovered for people going, oh, look, that's an actual person doing a drawing and it's not just AI, because you can go from here to here and here to here and here to here. Now, I'm just going to get my chat window up. Excuse me, I don't know, I'm coughing. Because I always forget to do that. Don't know why, it's just one of those things. Could be ADHD, could be something else. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find my chat. Where are we? Let's have a look. Embed chat, launch chat. There we go. I should be able to see your chat now. Should you be chatting and all that jazz? See, ideally, I'd like it on the screen when people are appearing. But, alas, this is not something I can do, I don't think, unless I do it on the fly. Let's have a look. Shall I try it? Let's try adding a chat box. Chat box. Oh, is that going to work? That's going to work. Show the platform icons. Let's have we see it. Is it there? Can we see it? Oh, it's there. Ooh, I'll put that. I'll just stick that to the side, and then we should, in theory, be able to see a little bit of chat. I'm just going to shufty these guys over a little. There we go. That should work. There's a bit of a chat box going on, which should be around here. Here. So if you guys start chatting, should be able to see you when you arrive. Now, today we're going to draw some faces. I want to teach you how to draw kawaii faces, because this is the way that I draw a lot of my characters, and they have very specific faces. And I know there are some squibblers out there who have absolutely nailed it down. They absolutely love drawing squibbly faces. So this is what I want to do today with you initially. We're going to draw some shapes. If you are watching, then it would be fantastic to know. So if you're watching, please leave a comment in the comment box and I'll say hello to you. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm always really grateful for subscriptions, and I'm always really grateful for people who turn on the notifications so that you can join this together every week. It's going to be a slow builder. This is the third one, but I'm really hopeful that we're going to get lots of people coming in over the next few months. So please tell people about it, and please let people know. If you've got any artwork as well, you can send it to hello@thesquibbles.com. And a little bit later in the show, we're going to be doing a art gallery, and I'll show you some artwork from people that's been sent in. So without further ado, let's do some faces, shall we? So let's do, I'm just going to do a shape first. So, oh, is that box there? I don't want it there. I'll just do a shape. So we'll do a few shapes actually. We'll do a little curved box. We could do a circle. We could do a triangle if we want. Do a triangle. We can do a star, which I'm not that good at, but we'll try it anyway. That's alright, that'll do. And we'll do just a blobby, squiggly blobby thing, like so. Okay, so let's go to this one first. So we'll zoom in so we can see. We'll just make the brush a little smaller. Just a little smaller on the brush there. And this is the main area that we're going to work in. We've got one eye. In fact, that needs to be a little bit bigger. So the first face we're going to do is the basic Squibbles face, which is 2 dots like that, okay? And then we want the brush to be a bit smaller, and all we do is put a curved line right between the dots, and that gives us our first squibbly face. I want to give this shape some hair now, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to go boop 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 boop. Just lots of little curves, makes it look like it's got hair. And we could even give this this squibble some ears. So let's do this. One ear and another ear in line with the face. So they're in line with the eyes and the mouth. And that's our first squibble. Looks very happy. Let's colour him in. You can colour in your squibble whatever colour you want. I'm going to do mine like a funny blue colour, like that. Same with the ears. And I'm going to make the hair yellow. Let's have the hair yellow. And I think that looks like a cute little squibble. Can you see the thickness of the brushes? So I'm using Adobe Fresco to create these things. It's free software. Highly recommend downloading it. You can just download it for free. You get all these things. You've got vector brushes which let you zoom in so much without any pixelation, so you don't get any jagged edges or anything like that, which is just fantastic. It means you can make your drawings humongous. You could fit one of these on the side of a ship. You could fit them on the side of a ship. That's how big you can do these vector drawings. It doesn't just have vectors, it's got other brushes as well, which we will look at in another episode. But for now, that's our first face. We've got 2 dots and a little mouth in the middle. Now then, let's move on to our next face. So another face I like to do with squibbly faces is I like them to look like they are smiling, like looking happy. That looked happy, but even happier. So to do that, what you do, you'll have one arch like so, and then another arch, or an arc, not an arch, like that. Now we can either have him or them smiling or laughing. We're going to do the smiling one first, okay? So as you did with the other one, it's just a curve like that, and it looks like they're smiling. Now I'm going to give this squibble some hair. In fact, no, I'm going to give this squibble some big ears like this. Let's give, so one ear like that, and another ear like that, to create like a bunny looking squibble. Obviously there's no whiskers, but could even give this squibble some, this could be the full body. And give it some hands, like that, on the front of the body. You can make him look like they've got little hands. And I guess if we did a foot like that, and a foot like that, and then with this special tool, if I triple tap it, I can erase that line like that. And I think we need to just make our brush a bit smaller and have some pads. So 1 pad, 2 pads, 3 pads, 4, 1 pad, 2 pads, 3 pads, more. And it's got little cute little feet. So I think if we colour this one in, I don't know, like a pinky colour. Let's colour that in like pink. I think that's too dark, actually. Let's try again. Yeah, that should do it. Same with the ears, and same with the tootsies. And I'm going to show you a little trick when you colour in. if you choose a lighter colour, it doesn't have to be white, it can be like a lighter pink if you're using pink, or blue, lighter blue. I like to use white though. And just get a brush about 12ish or something, and just do a little shine. So you do a little curve like that, follow just outside the edge, and then a dot, and it makes it look like it's shiny. You can do that on the ear as well. If the light's coming from this direction, you could probably do it on the hand. Maybe not the feet because they're a bit small, but you'd probably do it on this hand as well. And he looks like he's a nice cute little squibble that you can draw yourself. So that's with a happy smiley face. So we've got our two totally different squibbles now. One we've got a head, and we've got a full squibble. Let's go on to this one. I mean, this looks like it could be a pudding. So the next squibble face that we can do, I quite like to do this one. So we'll have the normal dot eyes like that, but this time we're going to give them a nice smile. So there's a couple of ones you can do. So I'll show you the first one. It's almost like a D on its side, like you've tipped it up. So this is how I usually start with the line across the top. Yeah, you can start with a curve if you want. It doesn't matter what you do. I'm going to do it my way first. So do a line across the top and then do that. Okay, so that's a laughing mouth, and then draw a line across for the teeth. And then what you can do, if we just use a thinner brush, if you're doing this on pen and paper, by the way, that's okay, you can still do all this. I'll do a tongue there, like so. And then I'm going to fill in that with black. We'll fill the tongue in like a pink colour. Boop. And we can colour in, let's do them green. They look cute green, don't they? And what I like to do, especially in Adobe Fresco, is, like I said, do the shine, so I make it look like it's shiny, because I do like that look. It gives it like a jellified look. I don't know, it's kind of cute. I'm not even going to put one on the bottom, I'm just going to keep it on the top there. But I want to select this colour, and I want a contrasting colour, so I'll probably go for something like, when it's green, something like blue is good, or like a purple is actually really good for doing dots. I like to do dots on my characters. So I'm going to make that quite big, that brush, and I'm going to turn on this option here, which lets you paint inside the lines, which is very exciting, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Very exciting, because, watch, boop, it doesn't go outside. If I don't have that on, it does that, which we don't want. So I'll put that inside the lines, like that. Let's add a few around the edges first, so we've got that covered. It even does it with the shine, look, watch. It stays on top, which is well good. And then we'll add a few more, just to give him a bit of variation. And we've got a squibbly, flibbly, bibbly, bobbly, jelly looking spotted green thing. So we've got 3 squibbles now. We've drawn 3 really cute, very different squibbles, all based around just simple shapes, and the faces in the middle really bring them to life. What I'm going to do for this squibble, and this is a good technique, is have a smallish brush, and if you just draw 1, 2, 3, it makes it look like he's a bit hairy. Just on the edges, you don't even need to really do much. So you've got a hairy squibble there, which is fun. Are we enjoying it so far? Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Send your art in if you want. That's always really, really welcome, because we'll put it in the gallery, which we're going to be showing you very soon. Once we've drawn all these squibbles, we'll look at the gallery and see what's going on. I want to be drawing your comments. This session is interactive, so if you want to join in, you can. Obviously, if you're drawing at home, that is amazing. That's what we want. We want you to have the confidence to remember there are no mistakes. Anything you make is not a mistake. And I'll need your comments, because what we're going to do is we're going to draw comments together so we can build an image together. Yeah, we can build something together. So I'm going to show you another face. This is the bank of faces. So this one, so we can do a sleeping squibble. So we've done a laughing squibble like that. Well, not laughing, but it's content. It's probably a better word, isn't it? A content squibble. I am feeling very content today. Very content indeed. And so we're going to do a sleeping squibble now. So can you look at the eyes? They're going up. If you want to draw a character that's asleep, you do them down to make the character look like they're asleep. And with the mouth, we're just going to do a straight mouth, just with a tiny, tiny, tiny upward curve. Not something like that, not like the eyes, just slightly similar, like half the same, half the curve, like so. And that makes your squibble look like they're asleep. How lovely is that? Oh, we've got a comment. Yay! Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you like watching me draw. I hope you're drawing along. Let's see if we can make that chat a little bit bigger. Yay, that's good. There we go. That looks fun. Thank you, Linda Stansfield, mummy. That's me mum. You can join in with the drawing in a little bit if you don't mind, because we're going to be doing that after the gallery. So think of some words to put in the comments, and we'll draw it together and see what we can come up with. But for now, we've got our sleeping star. I'm just going to fill this star in. I don't want to be conventional, so I'm going to do it. Let's have a look. What colours have we not got? Let's do it like a blue, like a dark blue. Yeah, that's cute, isn't it? A dark blue. Oh. And again, we'll make it look like it's shining, like so. It's a shining star, shining so bright for all to see. Yeah. I want to show you some little stars. Now, if you want to surround it with smaller stars, this is a really, really good looking star, okay? So you go, just follow my movements, okay? Really good way of drawing stars, because the more you do, the more fantastic they look. You can do them all shapes and sizes. They don't have to be the same size, but you just, it's almost like you curve up, curve right, curve down, curve left. Yeah? Or curve north, curve east, curve south, curve west, like that. Can you see? They just look really, really nice. Just really, not that one, just really lovely looking stars. And then you can use those stars to enhance your drawing, which is always really fun. So I'm going to be conventional and make them yellow. We could make them rainbow coloured. In fact, you can make them whatever colour you want. And you can even, instead of having the black outline, you could even just fill in the outline with the same colour that you filled in the middle. And that'll give you a more magical looking star. I mean, you can do whatever you want to these faces. You don't have, obviously you don't have to have that face for that character. You could have that face on it, and if you put that face on it, it completely changes the atmosphere of the drawing, and it completely changes the character. The personality matters. Personality matters. So we've got these guys, they look like friends. In fact, these would make really good stickers, wouldn't they? How good would these be as stickers? Anyway, so we've got one last one. So for the face on this one, what I want to do is, so there's a little trick you can do to make something look like it's really squeezing his eyes together, like, ooh. And what you do there is you do, hang on, let me just increase my brush smoothness. You do almost like a greater than symbol and a less than symbol, like that, yeah? And you'll do a line in the middle there and a line in the middle, almost like arrows pointing at each other. And the mouth that we're going to do for this is going to be sticking its tongue out. Ooh, I love tongue sticking. Outing. Drawing. Ing. That came out wrong. I love sticking my tongue out. So we'll give a big smile. Make it a big smile. And then give it a tongue sticking out like this. Oops. Like this. So we can have a big mouth with a big tongue. Like that. If you want, which looks fun. It's not difficult, so you've just got a curve and you've got a round balloon and then a line popping out like that for the middle of the tongue. So I quite like that, so I'm going to keep that. But another kind of mouth you can do when you stick a tongue out is you can have I don't know why it was white. You can do the mouth we did before. You know that one with the tongue that's there like that. Instead of just having the tongue there like that, you go all the way around and you do like almost like a teardrop, like that, like a teardrop shape. Get rid of this bit and then do the line from there, and you can make it look like it's sticking the tongue out. Another way you can do that is you can have it like this. So you do your curve like that, but then you do a little thing like that, and again get rid of these bits, and it looks like it's sticking his tongue out that way. I don't like that version. I prefer this version. You can have the tongue smaller, it doesn't have to be that big. In fact, the tongue could be this big if you wanted. Oh no. Like that. I mean, the smaller the tongue, the cuter it looks. It's a different kind of tongue. Let's go back to the big one. Because it's funny, isn't it? Now, if you want it to get even crazier, you can draw some water droplets coming off it like so. You can draw them like that, but I don't like that. It's a bit too sloppy for my liking. So let's colour in this last one. In fact, let's do this one grey like a cloud, shall we? With a big pink tongue. That's more purple. Let's try. Is that pink? Is that pink? Oh, that's better. And again, I don't want this to look shiny. I want this to look a bit moodier, so we'll add shadow instead. So let's add shadow, so I can do that. It just gives it a different vibe, adding shadow. I could do it underneath there as well. Now you don't have to do those dots, that's just my preference. You can just do curves if you want to be quicker. Yeah, I just like the dots. Probably because I grew up reading Beano. There was a lot of that kind of stuff in there. And I'm also just going to add that. Now, if you add like a crosshatch like that to something, it can make it look like it's mucky or a bit dirty. And I like some things to look, they don't want to be perfect all the time, do they? Some things have imperfections, and therefore if you do like a little thing like that, you can create imperfections. I also want to do lines coming off like this. to make it look like he's expressing a bit more. I could probably do it here as well. I know where it curves, just gives it a little bit of an extra vibe, yeah. Even though it's just a blob at the end of the day, what we've created there are some characters. They would make amazing stickers. You could submit this because they're vectors. You could export this with the background transparent like that, yeah. You could export that to a sticker company and just get those printed as stickers, and you stick them all over your stuff. So thanks for drawing along. If you have at home, please let me know in the comments if you were drawing along, if you drew any squibbly faces. If you'd like to see any other squibbly faces, please let me know, and then we can maybe draw some together as well, yeah, because it's always good fun. We're going to have a look at the gallery now. But before we do, please make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you like, subscribe and turn on notifications for these lives. They happen every Saturday at 10:30. And I'd like you to send your art into hello@thesquibbles.com if you'd like to be part of the gallery. I'd love to see your work in there. So without further ado, let's just take a few minutes to have a look at the gallery with some artwork that people have already sent in. So let's go. Oh, and there's some artwork there from last week's collaborative art jam, which we're going to do after the gallery. So let's go. There we go. There we go. Some wonderful stuff in that gallery from some great artists who just went for it. They just put pen to paper and they made something. So what I want from you now, if you're watching, is I would really love to see your comments. So we're going to draw something together, and I need to see your comments, and we can basically put something together. So in fact, I'm going to start with a word. Okay, so I'm going to kick it off. So the word I'm going to start with is going to be big. So that's my word. Let me hear another word in the chat from you guys, please. And I'm just going to check to see if the stream's working properly and see how everyone is doing. Let's have a look. Turn that off. It's nice to see how many viewers I've got at the moment. Okay, can't see that, but never mind. We'll just keep going. So let us know. Let us know, let us know, let us know. I think we've got one person viewing on Facebook, which is good. I'm going to reply and I'm going to go, yay! It even appears on my own stream, which is fun. So what I'm going to say is, let's see what words you can put in the comments, and I'll draw them live. Doop 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 boink. There we go. So let's see how we get on there. Now, if no one comments anything, what we can do is we could probably just do random words. So it's not quite the same, not quite as much fun, but it should still be good anyway. So the first word is big. I think the second word needs to be old. Third word could be I wrote poo because I can. So we're going to do a big old poo, basically. And that's going to be like this. Let's do a nice stereotypical, very ploppy looking poo. And I'm going to have a squibble face on it, like this. And the mouth that I'm going to use is going to be one that I didn't show you how to draw, because sometimes you've got to learn for yourself. So I'm going to do this one. And he's going to have wonky crooked teeth because he's a poo. And he's going to have his tongue there. I'm going to do that. And find a brown colour. And put them in like that. Oh yes! So we've got mould and maggots in it. Mould and maggots. Ooh. It's getting freaky. I'm going to do a maggot like that. Maggot like that. Maggots are kind of like poking out. I'm going to draw one behind as well. Like so. And I think these maggots should have, they've got like a little black thing on them, haven't they, maggots? Do they? Like that. Did it look like that? Did it look like that? Like a sort of weird thing at the end, like the brain or whatever it is. In fact, maggots are tapered, aren't they? Thinking about it. Maggots are tapered, so let me just try and draw them tapered. Like this. It looks like a duck now. The tape at the back as well. They look like that. I don't know now. They look weird now. I don't like them looking like that. I'm keeping them like that. They look too odd. They all look like, they're like aliens. They've all got one eye. So those are the maggots. In fact, they've got like that, aren't they? Are they like that? What are we doing here? It's always going to descend into chaos when you do a poo. So let's add these curves on the maggots. You don't have to draw it like me. This is the way that... It's just the way that I'm doing it. Oh, no. It's grim. How would you draw mould? I think what I might do for the mould is I'll just make it a slightly darker brown, and then just do like dots. I'd say that was like mould. It makes it look like it's got freckles. Let's have mould like that, shall we? Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, tap. And I'll tell you what we're missing. We're missing it stinking. But it's going to have a lot of mould on it if it's old. Maybe we should have it looking like it's cracked a little bit as well. That'd work, wouldn't it, if it's old? So we've got some like cracks in the poo. There we go. Let's do an inside so I can get to the edge. Like that. Big old poo. What a stinker. What an absolute stinker. Some flies as well, says Linda. Okay, let's add some flies. Let's really go for gold. Doink. I'll just add little black dots for now. Like that. Put one here. Do that. So that these will represent the flies. So we'll just make the brush a bit thinner and have the wings. So we'll do, I like to do like the wings like that. Because if you do wings like this, well, that can work as well. Do like an infinity symbol like that for wings, especially if it's all black, which can be good. And a good way to make flies look like they're flying around is you can just do like a little line, like a wiggly line, like that's the path of the fly. Yeah. Same here, look. And here. This one. Makes them look like they're buzzing around. We've got a fly here, haven't we? Now I need to make its wings white, so I'm just going to fill those in with white, or like a grey maybe. There's one sat on his head. Looking good. I feel like we need to colour the background. I'm going to do a full fill background of yellow, because I think that'll contrast the brown quite nicely. Yep, it does. I need to get rid of that big old poo text. Oh, do I? Maybe not. No, I'm going to leave it actually. I'm going to do a shadow underneath the poo though. So to do that, I'm going to add another layer. I'm going to pick a grey. And for the layer, I'm going to do a multiply and just turn the layer opacity down. Turn the brush up and have like a shadow underneath like that, to make the poo look like it's on the ground and that it's not just floating in some yellow space like that. So it creates depth just doing a simple thing like adding a shadow. If you don't think it's dark enough, you can change the layer opacity to make it lighter and darker. I probably actually quite like it a bit darker actually. Oh, it's fun, doesn't it? That's pretty cool. And there we go. Big old poo. Oh, actually, can you see something missing? Because this is transparent, it's showing through the background. So what we need to do, you know what, I quite like the yellow teeth. I quite like the yellow teeth. But what she'll do is get the colour. I'm going to make them a lighter yellow because that's quality. Let's do that. Lighter yellow teeth. Because a poo's not going to have nice white teeth, is it? And like a pinky tongue. There we go. Look at that. A big old poo. I'm quite happy with that. How did you get on at home? Whatever you drew at home, please make sure that you send it into hello@thesquibbles.com. Would absolutely love to see your artwork in the gallery. Really, really love seeing your artwork coming in. It's really important. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can subscribe to the Squibbles as well. And I'd say that's all for today. Thanks for joining in. I hope you had a good time. I hope we had lots of fun together. I'm going to be recording today with my band, which is very exciting. So until then, and until next week, 10:30, same time, same place. Tell your friends, share the stream, share your artwork. Until then, remember, there are no mistakes in art. You're the ultimate creator. You're the ultimate creator of your own reality. And I want you to have the confidence to keep drawing, because it's a fantastic way to express yourself. So stay busy. Love you lots.